I'm going to give you guys a little story. Hopefully you guys can sit down and relax a little bit. So about 3 years ago, I had a little separation with my ex-wife. And my life turned completely upside down. Maybe not upside down, but just like someone threw a bomb in it. Boom! Everything went everywhere. So I spent about 2.5 years traveling the world. I did about 300,000 miles of traveling in about 2.5, 3 years. So I sold my house, sold everything. Didn't know where I wanted to live, didn't know what I wanted to do because, again, I was in 24 years with somebody, had a family, all this. And, this is life. Shit happens. We are great friends now. We love each other still. Our family's tight. So it's situations. And I wouldn't be the person that I am now. I wouldn't be the dad that I am now if this did not happen in my life because it had to shock me. It had to wake me up. It had to change me. So what I'm getting at is, so I sold everything. I bought a fifth wheel because I didn't know where I wanted to live, and I was on the go all the time, so I could lock it up, change it, push it, that, whatever I wanted to do. And I was living in different places and just was not feeling that. I wasn't feeling grounded. I wasn't feeling at home, and there was uneasiness in me because if I don't have a strong foundation of homestead, I'm uneasy. So this and that and this and that, this property came up upon, and I didn't really want to buy it. I didn't really want to buy it because it was on a freaking rock and there's nothing out here and this and that, but it just fell in my lap. So I bought it and I was coming out here trying to work a little, and it just wasn't working, because I didn't have the time to stay out here and this and that. So a couple little things in my lifestyle or my life went a little bit, didn't work out because of where I was staying. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. If I don't do this, this is never going to happen. So every time I've come out here, I've had this idea, this dream, this vision kind of what I could see this property doing. But at the time, it was just like, man, that's so overwhelming to try to make that happen. So one day, I just said, you know what, screw it. I filled my water tanks up, I dumped the poopers, and I came out here. I had no water, I had no power, I had nothing out here. And I said, if I don't do this, it's not going to start. So what did I do? I threw myself into the deep end. I threw myself into the scary end. I didn't know how to swim. So came out here, did all that. In 6 months, put a well, generator, solar, built 2 cottages, trails that you could walk barefoot on, fences, and all these different things. So a little view of my property. I have a cottage there, my homestead there. I don't like to show too much because we got nosy people around here. Got a cottage down there and trails that will go all 10 acres. So what I'm getting at, everybody, is we all find ourselves in some scary situations. We all find ourselves in some uneasy situations, especially right now with our lifestyles. So what I tell everybody is, look, first you have to start with yourself. You have to make sure that you're running at your optimum. You have to start making sure that you're becoming a master of yourself. If not, you are a master of yourself, because no one else is looking out for you. Everybody's trying to take something from you, accuse you of something, put blame on you, put the responsibility on you. And so nobody's really truly looking out for you except yourself. Right? So if you do not become the master of yourself, well, then you're just going to get manipulated and taking away from everybody else's ideas and views and lifestyles because you're not solid with yourself. The other thing, you need to put these motherfuckers solid into the ground. Okay? Solid into the ground. Boom. Where you are satisfied, content, and happy with where you are living. If you aren't happy with where you're living, you're going to be uneasy. You're going to have anxiety. You're going to have this little bit of tension in you. Okay. So 1, you start with yourself. 2, make sure your livelihood, your groundness, your foundation, that means your home, is where you want to be. Right. Okay. And 3, just chip away. That's all I've ever done for 6 months, is just chip away at what I'm doing. Do I have all the money in the world? No, I don't have much money. So A lot of times I can't build or do what I want to do. 2, I don't have the skills to build or do the things I want to do, so I have to wait for somebody to kind of show me or lead me. So there's days are just like, man, well, what do I do? Well, I just chip away. I rake my trails, or I shovel this, or I do this, or I do that. And even though it's so small, it all adds up in the end, because I've had so many people come out here and just tell me, I am so blown away by how much love and care you have for your land. And that is the most... that is the most, nobody could show me more gratitude than that. You get what I'm saying? Because I love this land. I want to show people what coming back to nature is. I want to show people what the energy that you can create by giving back to nature, by caring for the land, by connecting to the energies, by connecting to the rhythms, and getting out of all the bullshit that is causing all these uneasiness and holes in you and questions in you and fears in you, right? Because if you're surrounded by all of it, well, don't you become it? So that's why you need to get out of it, get back into nature and find your rhythm. But again, a lot of people can't do that. We're stuck where we're at. Okay, cool. Well, we have to find, 1, work on ourselves. 2, make sure where we're at is where we want to be at. And 3, we need to just chip away at whatever is going on in life, because there's only one way to do it. I don't care what one guru, one religion, one philosophy, with theology, friends, fucking self-help person, nothing. You need to make sure that you are grounded, okay? And you just slowly just chip away. Even though if you don't think you're doing anything, you're getting somewhere. Okay, and I learned that with this property. There's a lot of times I don't think I'm going anywhere, but I look back in 2 weeks, or someone else comes out and they're like, holy shit, man, look how much you've done. And I look back, I guess I have, because I just chipped away at it. It's not huge things, okay? You don't have to think that your life is going to be something so extravagant every time you have big things coming up, big things. And I got to make sure that I do big things, and I got to accomplish big things. Well, the little things create the big things. The immediate creates the ultimate. You get what I'm saying? Too many people are focused on the ultimate, missing the immediate, and then they miss both, right? So again, a little babble, but I just want to share with you guys that the process I've gone through, and trust me, guys, trust me, there has been many days I have woken up scared to death, and just jumped out of bed because of like, oh my God, what did I do? What did I get myself into? Can I handle this? Can I keep this up? I'm out here by myself, you know, a lot of uneasiness and fear. And I'd had to jump up and just go run or go do this or go do that. So, hey, everybody feels these things, but what do you do to try to not allow these things to take control of yourself? And that is by having your hobbies and having your routine and having your way that keeps that consistent mood in you. Do we all have our ups and downs? Fuck yeah. Okay. People can say, hey, Rhino, you're a bit angry. Yeah. Yes and no. Because I have 2 sides of me and 2 sides only. I love to fight and I love to love. But I don't care just to hang out. You get what I'm saying? So I fight for what I love for, and I love what I love. Okay. So again, just a little message to you guys. Hopefully this motivates you guys. Hope this inspires you guys, because again, you know, nobody's life is perfect. Everybody you think has it figured out doesn't have it figured out. You probably have it more figured out than the next, but you just don't have that trust in yourself. You're not honoring yourself. You're not having that love for yourself, because again, remember, you're the only one that's ever walked the steps in your shoes. So look in the mirror, look at that person, and have a little honor for him, have a little respect for him, have a little love for him or her or whatever it is. Because again, we're on our own here. We're on our own. You think people are behind you, you think people are helping you, but man, when shit hits the fan, where do those people go? You're just left with yourself, okay? So good day, my friends. Just a little message and a little babble, and I hope everybody's enjoying their lovely days. Peace.